All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do an update video for Avarice token. As you guys probably know, yesterday was day one in the lobby. So what does that mean? Now that day one is over, we can now go and collect our tokens and stake them. So technically today would be day one for staking, day two for the lobby. So yeah, let's get in there. So let's click on the panel right here. And as you can see, if we go to the lobby, so yesterday there was, what is that, 3 million Avarice tokens that were available. 1,633 BNB was deposited. I received a little bit over 9,000 Avarice tokens for the 5 BNB that I put in. I'm going to do another 5 today. Now, again, as you can see here, there's less available Avarice tokens. Still a lot, don't get me wrong, but this will go less and less every single day. And so what does that basically mean? In layman's terms, it's best to get in early in these type of platforms, okay? Now, if you didn't get in on day one, obviously day two, still very early. We're still in very early days for this. But again, if you're gonna get into this platform, it's best to get off the fence, get in the lobby, even if you're just throwing a little bit, and kind of ride the wave and maybe dollar cost average in, right? So my strategy is I'm going to dollar cost average in. Of course, you might have a different strategy. Everyone has a different strategy. Some people like to ape in on these things and maybe go hard on day one or day two or day three. And some people like to dollar cost average in. Me personally, I'm going to dollar cost average in. Maybe on some days I might throw in a little bit more, but I like to dollar cost average in on these type of deals only because I've had some bad experiences aping into these things. You know, there was a platform back in the Tron days, which was like this, right? Because obviously this is I don't want to say it's a fork of T2X, but it's from the same lead developer. You guys remember how T2X worked? There was a lot of forks over on Tron. There was one called Galaxy, I forgot the name of it, GXY staking or something like that, Galaxy staking. Some of you guys may remember that. If you guys have been around that long, about 2 years ago. And it launched, and on day one, I think it was day one, I was like, oh man, day one, let me get in there. And I think I threw in like 20 or 25 BNB, or not BNB, it was like $20,000 or $25,000 worth of Tron, some crazy number, right? I was like, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna get the best price, I'm gonna, make money off this thing, right? You kind of have, that you get that degen itch and you want to scratch it, and you ape into it. And then what happened was, if you guys remember, if you guys were around for that long, if you were in that platform, soon thereafter there was an exploit or a hack or something, and it was just a mess, right? Not saying that's going to happen here. Obviously, this is from a totally different, team. If these are the people behind T2X, then it's a very competent team. But I just learned my lesson. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to dollar cost average into these things. And if I miss some gains because I don't ape in, I'm cool with that. At least I'm not going to get wrecked. So again, figure out what your strategy is. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It all depends on what how much funds you have at your disposal, what's your risk tolerance, et cetera, et cetera. So let's go ahead and collect these. By the way, I should have said this in the beginning, guys. You guys probably already know I am not a financial advisor. Do not take anything on my channel as financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube documenting my journey. Again, why would you take financial advice from a stranger on YouTube, guys? Doesn't make any sense, right? So again, do your own research, do your own due diligence, figure out what your tolerance for risk is, because this is all risky, right? Everything I talk about on my channel is risky. So if you don't have the stomach for risk, if you can't tolerate risk, just don't get in. Don't get in, right? And if you do get in, only put in risk capital, okay? Funds you can afford to lose. Also follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below, and then subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So let's go ahead and collect these tokens and then stake them, and then go back into the lobby for day two, right? So you can see here there's 1,356 overall participants. That's just on day one, right? So this thing is, there's a lot, obviously there's a lot of room to grow, but it is getting off to a very, very fast start. Once you collect your tokens from the lobby, then what you can do. So here's my tokens right here. This should refresh, and this should say, yeah, okay. So once you since you're collected, once you've collected your tokens, you could head on over to staking. Now, someone posted underneath my video yesterday, there is no emergency unstake, because I was comparing this to some of these other ones that launched back in the Tron days. And even on Ethereum, right? There's an emergency stake function. With this, there is no emergency stake function. However, you can sell your stake, right? You can sell your stake. So it says here buy and sell. I believe that's where you'll be able to buy stakes and sell your stakes if you want to. So thanks for that. Anyway, I'll go here and stake what I have. 9976. I'll just leave it at 0.8 there, right? Then for this, I'm gonna do a 30-day stake. I'm gonna ladder them out 30 days. So after 30 days, knock on wood, hopefully this platform is still up and running, right? But after 30 days, every day I'm gonna have a stake maturing. I'll be able to take my dividends, my BNB dividends, right? Take my BNB dividends and then restake the Avarice tokens that was from that stake. That makes sense. So I'll have another stream of passive income coming in from these stakes that are maturing every single day. So let me go ahead and stake that. Now, again, I'm not saying this is the right thing to do. Do you, right? Some of you guys want to do 2-week stakes or 3-week stakes. Maybe some of you guys might want to go longer because there is a bigger bonus when you go longer, and you might want to do a 60-day stake. Figure out what your strategy is. For me, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to do 30-day stakes and just ladder them out. So pretty simple, right? If you were around for these staking platforms back in the day, you know that this is pretty simple. You just go to the lobby, collect your tokens, stake them, and then go back into the lobby for the very next day. So you can see here I've successfully staked my tokens. I can go back into the lobby. Again, this is day 2. So these are this right now is the very best pricing for these tokens. Because let's say, for example, I go in with 5 BNB and I continue to do 5 BNB. As you're going to see, as the days go by, I'm going to get less tokens, less Avarice tokens for the same deposit, right? So right now, in these early days, is the best time to get in. That's why people like to ape in. They want to get them at the very cheapest price, and God bless those people if they want to do that. If you want to do that, go for it. There's no right or wrong. Like I said, there's figure out what your strategy is and get in. So I put in 5 BNB. I'm going to put in another 5 today. Okay, and we'll see. Hopefully, this is another BNB printer that'll be spitting out BNB dividends. Again, with these, it's a little bit different from platforms that you normally see on my channel. This one, you do have to have a little bit of patience because it is you have to wait for the stake to mature, right? So for me, it's 30 days out. Then my stakes will start to mature every single day. I'll have a new stake maturing, and I'll be able to, take those BNB dividends and then restake them. If you don't have that type of patience, maybe you'll do a shorter stake. I don't know, or maybe this ain't for you. But this is a little bit different than the normal platform or the typical platform you see on my channel, where you make a deposit and every 24 hours you're getting 1% or 2% or whatever the case might be, right? So just keep that in mind. Right now, already there's 293 BNB that have been deposited on day 2. Then we have a bunch of time left until the end of the day. But if no more BNB comes in, I'll get 51,000 tokens. Of course, more BNB will come in, I'm sure, and I'll be closer to this number. But yeah, we'll see what happens here, guys. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Use a referral link, you get a 1% kickback. So it does make sense to use a referral link, whether you use mine or somebody else's. But use a referral link. If you don't, and you just kind of get into the system without using a referral link, you're basically leaving bonus tokens on the table. So Yeah, we'll continue to go into the lobby here. You can follow us on our journey. We're going to document this again. If you want to get updates, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon. Again, guys, risk capital only, guys. Do your own research. This is this is risky stuff, guys. Anytime you have the opportunity to make big profit, you got to understand there's the other side of that coin, which is the potential to lose, right? There's no such thing as make big profit and it's risk free. We're all taking a risk here. So if you're not okay with that, don't get in. Okay. Only if you're okay with that, then, get in if you're okay and you're willing to take on that risk. But yeah, this is so far so good, guys. I'll keep you guys updated and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.